Gen Z it boys, take a seat. Because here comes the millennial heartthrob renaissance.
Brad Pitt has gotten better looking with age. It's mind-blowing to watch this guy grow up.
Keanu Reeves could not be hotter. And he's manly, too.
A 23-year-old Adam Brody captured young hearts in the iconic teen drama, The OC.
Hello, Summer. Seth Cohen, I believe you remember.
And now, 2 decades later, the 45-year-old still breaking hearts in the Netflix series Nobody Wants This. A performance that landed him a Critics' Choice Award this year.
Adam Brody, Nobody Wants This.
And a steamy kiss from wife and fellow heartthrob Leighton Meester.
Love you with all my heart. Thank you so much.
And who can forget a 13-year-old Ryan Gosling serenading his way into fans' hearts on the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yay, baby!
30 years later, landing an Oscar nomination and proving age is nothing but a number in his role as Barbie's boy toy Ken.
I'm just Ken, where I see love, she sees a friend.
Nostalgia is amazing. You instantly are placed back into that exact moment in middle school, in elementary school, or in high school, and you get to have all the same feelings that you had when you were younger all over again.
In the sea of charming darlings, those once young guppies are swimming as fast as ever with no signs of stopping. When you see basically your fellow millennial heartthrobs, you guys have managed somehow to transcend working for so many decades. How do you do that?
I always cheer and really want to support former child actors because I know how tough it is to make that transition. So I'm happy for those guys because it is very tough for people to see you in a different light and to kind of make that transition. And again, I always go back to just being open-minded and trying different things, not just kind of sitting around and waiting for the phone.
What's up, y'all? Mario and Courtney Lopez, keeping the music and fun coming your way as we quickly tell you about a few of the things hitting TV and streaming today. What do we got?
I like being busy, whether I'm doing my hotel channel and shoots there, or I'm on the radio, or I'm on TV, on my shows, or shooting a holiday movie. There's always something going on.
Mario Lopez, one of many heartthrobs of the 90s and early 2000s who still got everyone's blood pumping.
If you start slowing down, that's when you start dying.
Has anyone called you a heartthrob?
Oh yeah, I've heard it a few times. My buddies will give me a hard time, or my mom will give me a hard time. It's funny because I remember, I think it was like 2008, I was on the cover of People magazine for Hottest Bachelor. Cut to now, 2025, I was just on the cover of AARP. Life comes at you fast.
Historical heartthrobs, we have to throw George Clooney out there. We have to throw Denzel Washington out there. And then if we start skewing a little bit younger, we can look at the Justin Timberlakes of the world. The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Absolutely a heartthrob.
So what's the secret?
Honestly, the ingredients for that has stayed consistent over the decades. You know, somebody that looks good on a bedroom wall and a poster.
The Hollywood hunks of the 90s and early aughts brought something fresh, relatable male characters with more emotional depth.
You wanted to lose a guy in 10 days. Congratulations, you did it. You just lost him.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days definitely stands out as one of those classic romantic comedy films. We kind of couldn't get enough of them, especially these kind of fish out of water, awkward guy, awkward girl, romantic comedy.
That dynamic on display between Chad Michael Murray and Hilary Duff in A Cinderella Story.
Coward. Phony.
Okay, just listen.
No, you listen.
There were some great rom-coms, and they stand the test of time, and they make you feel good, and you pop them on, and you can turn off and just have your popcorn and go. And that, for me, is a lot of what entertainment is.
And now, 2 decades later, Murray defying the laws of aging, stripping it down in The Merry Gentleman. With the support of an enthusiastic millennial fan base, these actors have stood the test of time.
Social media plays a significant role, you know, when it comes to relating to the it girls and it guys of today. People get to talk directly to their fans, and sometimes fans get to talk directly to the icons that they love so much.
Very successful red carpet. We talked to everyone. It was a lot of fun. I hope you all have a blessed week. Take care. God bless.
For Lopez, he's come a long way from the halls of Bayside High in Saved by the Bell.
What does this tell you?
I've been in this business now for 41 years, believe it or not. And I was 10 years old. My whole mantra is I want to work hard, stay focused, do the right thing, then I believe the right things will happen for you.
Lopez made his television debut as Tomas in the ABC sitcom, aka Pablo.
My teacher wanted you to have the honor of signing.
But it was his breakout role as AC Slater in Saved by the Bell that catapulted him off the screen and into viewers' hearts. What would you say your favorite memory from Saved by the Bell?
When I look back on it fondly. I had a lot of fun. I was still going to regular high school when I was shooting the show because we were actual teenagers. So we shot it in the summertime, so we didn't have to mess with school. What stands out are all the times we got to be outside of the classroom, whether we were doing like the beach episodes or anytime we got to go on location, whether it was Hawaii or Palm Springs.
Lopez went on to become a television staple, hosting the U.S. version of X Factor.
I'm Mario Lopez, and tonight we are celebrating the British invasion.
And becoming the flagship MC for Access Hollywood.
Welcome back to Access Daily from Universal Orlando. I love that.
And he's on the radio too, hosting his daily show, On with Mario Lopez.
Because I've always liked hosting. Well, you're just being yourself. You're making sure everyone's having a good time. I'm genuinely pretty inquisitive, and I just kind of want to learn about people, and I love hearing stories.
In a special segment for Extra, Lopez shared his own love story of meeting his wife, Courtney, as castmates in a chorus line on Broadway.
I just happened to meet him, and then you get to know that they're just real people, and that's what I fell in love with.
Happily married for more than a decade, Lopez says family is everything. How much of a factor is that to your success, your parents, your family?
I really do owe everything to my parents. I mean, they were immigrants to this country. They didn't know anything about this sort of business. My dad worked for the city. My mom worked for the phone company. We were in Chula Vista, border town at Tijuana.
The media juggernaut receiving the ultimate recognition.
I got a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame on my birthday this last year, and they were there, and they were very proud.
This is such an amazing honor for not only my son, but for everyone in our family. We're so grateful.
After winning over millennial hearts for almost half a century, Lopez says his golden era is still to come.
Personally and professionally, I'm doing all the things that I've always wanted to do and loved. There's no better feeling than when I go home, no matter what kind of day I'm having, and I hear, the little footsteps, and, Daddy, and it's the best. I'm always kind of having that hustler mentality and realize that, nothing is forever. I want to do it up until my golden years, and hopefully people won't get sick of me.